Norway. Just saying the name feels like the beginning of an ancient saga. It is a country that feels as though it were carved by giants and painted by the gods themselves. The fjords, those great deep fingers of the sea, reach far into the land, flanked by mountains that seem to touch the very heavens. Waterfalls cascade down sheer rock faces, their roar a constant, powerful song. It's a place of raw, untamed beauty, where nature isn't just a backdrop, but the main character in every story. I've always been drawn to these wild places, these corners of the earth that remind us just how small we are and how magnificent the world is. One feels an incredible sense of awe here, a feeling that you've stepped into a different realm altogether. The air itself seems cleaner, crisper, filled with the scent of pine and salt. You can almost hear the whispers of Vikings in the wind, tales of longships and epic voyages across the unforgiving sea. Every twist in the road reveals a new vista, more breathtaking than the last. It's a landscape that demands your attention, that makes you stop and simply stare in wonder. How can a place be so dramatic, so utterly spectacular? It truly is a testament to the planet's power to create something so profoundly beautiful. My journey here was driven by a deep curiosity, a pull towards the extremes of our world. I wanted to see the landscapes that have inspired countless myths and legends. To stand on the edge of a cliff and look down at the turquoise water below, feeling the sheer scale of it all. It's one thing to see pictures, but to be here, to breathe it all in, is another experience entirely. It's a sensory overload in the most wonderful way. You feel the history in the very soil beneath your feet, a connection to a past that is both rugged and deeply romantic. And while the fjords and mountains are a wonder in themselves, I came seeking something even more extraordinary. I was in pursuit of a celestial phenomenon, a trick of the light that turns night into day and transforms the world into a waking dream. I was chasing the sun, but not just any sun. I was on a quest to witness the famous midnight sun of the Arctic Circle, a spectacle that promised to be as magical as the land itself. This journey was about discovering a different kind of light, one that defies the familiar rhythm of our daily lives and invites you into its mystical glow. Imagine a sun that simply refuses to say goodnight. That is the essence of the midnight sun, a natural wonder that occurs in the northernmost parts of our planet during the summer months. In places like the lovely city of Tromsø, perched high above the Arctic Circle, the sun circles the sky for weeks on end, without ever dipping below the horizon. It's a concept that is so hard to grasp until you see it for yourself. The clock might say midnight or 2 in the morning, but outside, the world is bathed in a soft, ethereal daylight. It completely messes with your internal clock, but in the most glorious way possible. This perpetual daylight is a gift from our tilted planet. During the summer solstice, the Earth's North Pole is angled most directly towards the sun, meaning that for those in the Arctic Circle, the sun never sets. It simply performs a slow, graceful dance across the sky, dipping low towards the horizon as if to kiss it, but then rising again in a continuous, unbroken loop. I found myself just watching it, mesmerized. How extraordinary to see the sun hang there, a golden orb in a pale blue sky, at an hour when the world should be cloaked in darkness and stars. In Tromsø, they call it the land of the midnight sun, and it's easy to see why. The city, with its iconic Arctic cathedral, takes on a whole new life under this constant glow. The light is different from the harsh glare of midday. It's softer, warmer, casting long, dramatic shadows. It's a photographer's dream, a painter's inspiration. You see people out and about at all hours, their faces lit by this strange, beautiful light. The distinction between day and night becomes blurred, almost irrelevant. Time seems to stretch and bend in the most peculiar and wonderful fashion. I kept asking myself, how does one sleep? How do you convince your body it's time for rest when the sun is streaming through the window? It's a question everyone here seems to have a different answer for. Some use blackout curtains, creating an artificial night inside their homes. Others simply embrace it, adjusting their lives to this new, sun-drenched reality. It's a fascinating adaptation, a testament to how resilient and flexible both nature and humanity can be when faced with such an unusual, yet entirely natural state of being. The quality of the light during the midnight sun is something I shall never forget. It's not the bright, direct light of noon. Instead, it's like living in a perpetual state of sunset and sunrise combined. For hours on end, the sky is painted in hues of gold, soft pink, and pale orange. The world is drenched in a warm, honeyed glow that makes everything look more beautiful, more serene. The sea shimmers with a golden sheen, and the mountains are silhouetted against a sky that seems to be on fire, yet in the gentlest way imaginable. It's a truly magical atmosphere, one that feels both energetic and peaceful at the same time. Life, it seems, doesn't stop when the clock strikes evening. In fact, it feels as if it's just getting started. I saw people kayaking on the calm, sunlit fjords at midnight, their brightly colored boats gliding through the golden water. Families were having picnics on the beach, children laughing and playing as if it were the middle of the afternoon. There's a special kind of energy in the air, a sense of wanting to make the most of every single moment of this endless day. Why go to bed when the world outside is so alive, so inviting, so utterly enchanting? Even the animals seem to adjust their rhythms. I watched reindeer grazing peacefully on the hillsides, seemingly unbothered by the perpetual light. The seabirds were particularly active, their calls echoing across the water at all hours. They circled and dived, making the most of the endless opportunities to fish. It makes one wonder, do they ever truly rest? Or do they, like the people, simply seize this bountiful period of light and energy? It's a beautiful harmony, a dance between the wildlife and the sun, all playing their part in this extraordinary seasonal spectacle. There's a profound sense of wonder that comes with experiencing this. You find yourself staying up late, not out of a sense of obligation, but out of pure childlike curiosity. I would sit by my window for hours, just watching the sun's slow journey across the northern sky. It felt like being let in on a secret, a private performance put on by the cosmos just for those who had ventured this far north. It's a deeply moving and humbling experience, one that makes you feel incredibly connected to the vast, mysterious workings of our universe. This experience of the midnight sun is, I think, what makes Norway so uniquely magical. It's more than just a beautiful view. It's a fundamental shift in the way one perceives the world and the passage of time. To live without the clear punctuation of darkness is to live in a different state of mind. It's a time of optimism, of boundless energy, where the days stretch into one another in a seamless flow of light and activity. The Norwegians have a special term for it, dagen, which refers to a 24-hour period, a concept that feels so much more fitting here than day and night. This endless day seems to seep into the very soul of the place. It fosters a connection to nature that is incredibly deep and personal. When the sun is your constant companion, you become more attuned to its movements, its changing colors, and the way its light transforms the landscape. It encourages an outdoor lifestyle, a celebration of the summer's brief but glorious reign. It's a powerful reminder that our lives are governed by these grand celestial cycles, and that there is immense beauty in surrendering to them. What a gift it is to be able to witness it. The feeling it leaves you with is one of pure inspiration. It makes you feel that anything is possible. If the sun can shine at midnight, then what other wonders might the world hold? It sparks a curiosity to explore further, to see more of these incredible natural phenomena that our planet has to offer. It's a memory that becomes etched in your mind, a golden glow that you can recall on the darkest of winter days. It's the kind of magic that isn't from a fairy tale, but is very, very real and accessible to anyone willing to make the journey. Ultimately, the midnight sun is the heart of the Arctic summer. It defines the season and shapes the lives of all who live under its watchful gaze. It turns an already stunning country into a place of myth and enchantment. Reflecting on my time here, I feel an immense sense of gratitude. To have walked in a world without night, to have seen the sun hang like a lantern in the sky, is to have touched upon one of nature's greatest mysteries. It's the magic of Norway, a land of giants, fjords, and a sun that never ever sleeps.